This week, we get a behind-the-scenes look at the shark-themed roller coaster coming to SeaWorld.
And then we visit some retired elephants.
We'll also have the latest theme park news and more coming at you
right now. Brought to you by MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for Disney World, Universal, cruises, and all your vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Florida and California theme parks and attractions. For the best deals and planning tips, go to undercovertourist.com or find them on Facebook and Twitter.
Fun Spot America is Central Florida's only family-owned theme park, offering 2 locations, Orlando and Sesame. Both theme parks provide safe, clean fun. For more information, visit fun-spot.com.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm Elisa.
So I just got back. I was visiting home in Texas for a few days for my grandfather's funeral, and I want to thank everyone out there who sent their well wishes. They definitely helped a lot. But I'm back in town now, and I've noticed the past couple weeks, this has been, my goatee has been gone, and I never really explained what happened. We're preparing for MegaCon at the end of the month. I'm sure we'll be out there covering for the show. And in preparing for that, I had to shave this off to get some costume stuff going.
That makes sense.
It will come back because I know I look very much different. And personally, I don't like my face bare, so it'll be back in June.
Almost there. So, did you get a chance to see Civil War?
Who didn't?
I know. It was
my gosh.
awesome.
Oh, I think honestly, this is the best Marvel Cinematic Universe film to date. It was just. So I could go and watch it all day and not get tired of it.
I was really, really entertained by it. It's almost like an Avengers movie without Thor and Hulk.
It basically felt like Avengers 2.5.
Yeah.
And for the 2 people who haven't seen the movie yet, we won't say any spoilers.
No spoilers.
But best cinematic Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
This 3rd time's the charm. This guy was perfect.
And I love that Ant-Man was in it too.
Oh. Fun moment with Ant-Man, I won't say, but everyone just knocked it out of the park. I love this movie so much. And how many times has Jonathan seen it?
We've only seen it once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was expecting Jonathan to have already seen it like 5 times by now.
My fiance does love the movie, but I'm sure we'll see it again very soon.
Well, I'm sure we'll all see it again very soon.
Yes.
But there was one character, as you said, that was missing. His name is Hulk, and we got some new details about a Hulk-themed ride here at Universal to talk about with News in the Queue.
New details about the Incredible Hulk coaster's return have been revealed by Universal Orlando.
While the track layout remains identical, everything else about the attraction will be brand new, including the theming, queue, and ride vehicles.
As you enter the ride, you'll pass underneath a towering figure of the Hulk, holding up pieces of the coaster's track salvaged from the original ride.
In the ride's new storyline, General Ross is calling for volunteers for a new experiment. Your only warning is that you'll be subjected to high levels of gamma radiation through a process called Hulkification.
The queue building has been redesigned as a state-of-the-art military research compound.
Upon loading into the entirely new ride vehicles, you'll discover a brand new in-seat audio system that will play an original ride score created by Patrick Stump, frontman for Fall Out Boy.
No reopening date has been announced yet, but Universal promises we'll be riding the Incredible Hulk coaster again by late summer.
Oh my gosh, this looks so cool! We all knew that they were really revamping the queue and the story, but this is just big.
I know, this is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to ride. I'm thinking it'll probably be like a smoother ride, which I would appreciate.
From what I understand, from a technical standpoint, because their new coaster trains and they're a bit bigger than the old ones. The reason they had to rebuild the whole track is because they needed to kind of widen out a few turns for the new train to be able to make it through. So that's kind of the technical reason why they did it, but I'm also hoping it's smoother, yeah.
The Hulk figure in the front is going to look so cool, and I love that he's holding some pieces from the original
Yeah, that's
ride.
a nice little nod to the original track, but that's another thing is that you notice in the whole story of this new ride, Hulk's missing. Hulk is not there. It's General Ross, and you're being and he's trying to get us to go through that same process that Banner went through, and I'm sure that things will not turn out the way he's hoping. New launch effects in the tunnel. I cannot wait.
Yeah, late summer. We can wait.
Late summer. Oh. Now, over at Disney World, tickets are now on sale for Walt Disney World's upcoming holiday parties.
Much like one-day Disney theme park tickets, prices to the 2016 Magic Kingdom holiday parties will vary by date.
Advanced tickets for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party start at $72 in early September and go up to $105 on Halloween night.
And advanced ticket prices for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party start at $86 in November and go up to $99 for children during the week before Christmas.
$105 for the Halloween party now. I mean, I understand, it's Halloween night and that's a big deal. You want to be there for Halloween, but that's I can't remember the exact price of the one. Well, the one-day ticket prices vary by date now. So at some point, that's more expensive than a regular one day to the park.
It is a lot, I will say. But they're having the Sanderson sisters again.
Yes, Hocus Pocus is returning. So, but yeah, there's so much that happens at the Halloween party that I think it'll still be worth that much money. But personally, I have no need to go on Halloween night, so I'll go early September and celebrate.
I can't even believe that we're buying tickets already. Like, it's going to come here before we know it.
I know, right? It seems like every year, we find out more and more details about Halloween earlier and earlier in the year.
Right.
Because, we got Halloween Horror Nights, all that stuff, and now this. And then there's a brand new show coming in the Christmas party, which unfortunately means that the Celebrate the Season show that's always been at the castle stage is no more.
Right.
But I'm excited to see what's going to be offered with this new holiday show.
Something new.
Yeah,
cool.
Exactly.
Summertime at a water park might not be the safest spot for a snowman.
Nope.
But that isn't stopping Olaf from teaming up with Kristoff to host the inaugural Frozen Games at Disney's Blizzard Beach.
Guests of all ages visiting Blizzard Beach may choose to join Team Kristoff or Team Olaf to participate in a variety of winter-themed activities throughout each day, including ice pail relays, snowball tosses, ski pole limbo, and slide races.
Olaf and Kristoff will take part in the Frozen Games opening and closing ceremonies by appearing on the observation deck near Summit Plummet each day, accompanied by trumpet fanfare, banners, and music.
The Frozen Games are an all-day event at Blizzard Beach beginning shortly after the park opens. Guests can sign up at the park entrance, and all activities are included with regular park admission starting on May 27th. I love that we rarely hear any sort of news coming out of Disney's water parks. We rarely talk about this, so this is great that they're doing something like this.
I know. I think it'll be really fun, especially for the kids getting to play the games. Are you Team Olaf or Team Kristoff?
Oh, I'm Team Kristoff.
All right, I'll be Team Olaf.
All right, we're going to have a Civil War type showdown here?
I sense it happening.
All right, we'll meet you at Blizzard Beach then. And if seeing Olaf at Blizzard Beach this summer wasn't enough, now you can meet him every day at Hollywood Studios.
Located in Celebrity Spotlight near the Star Tours ride, guests are invited to meet Olaf, living his dream in summer, and on Commissary Lane, guests will find Mickey and Minnie starring in Red Carpet Dreams.
In Red Carpet Dreams, guests first meet with Minnie in a scene straight out of a musical extravaganza, and then join Mickey in a scene from Fantasia where he's portraying his role as the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Both meet and greet areas are now open. I haven't had a chance to go see them in person myself yet, but from the photos I've seen, they're very beautifully themed.
Definitely, and I think Olaf's location is still kind of like, guests haven't been finding it. It's been very short wait times, so.
Yeah, it's from what I understand, it's right there next to the ABC Sound Studio, kind of between Star Tours and the Frozen sing-along show.
Yeah, so definitely get out there and meet Olaf, and of course Minnie's extravaganza. And it's always awesome to see Mickey as Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah, and I've said in the past, the Celebrity Spotlight meet and greet area looks like it could change, and they could rotate characters in and out. So definitely, if you have a chance to see Olaf, do it now, because who knows if they may update that with some new, more current movies or something like that.
Yeah. Finally this week, Busch Gardens Tampa is hosting the exclusive Sesame Street Safari of Fun weekend starting this upcoming Saturday, May 14th.
The festivities will feature animal encounters, parades, dance parties, and character encounters with your favorite Sesame Street friends.
Character parades will take place at the top of every hour, plus guests can expect kid-friendly music along with the chance to meet animal ambassadors.
Well, this is something I'm taking Spencer to.
Oh, of course. Sesame Street has a very big place in my heart from working at SeaWorld before and doing that. that. So I love it. And Busch Gardens does a really good job. They have a whole land dedicated to Sesame, and their A's for Africa show is really, really good. So I just definitely, if you have a little one or not, and you like Sesame Street, I would recommend going.
Yeah, my daughter's been watching a lot of Sesame Street lately on her little Kindle, so this is definitely, I can't wait to go check this out.
Safari of fun.
Welcome everyone to Hidden Mickey of the Week. This week, let's go to Disney's Animal Kingdom, to Africa, and Harambe. Outside in Harambe, near an entrance door to the Mombasa Marketplace store, you'll find a classic Mickey formed by a small utility cover and the pebbles adjacent to that utility cover. It forms a great classic hidden Mickey. This cover is on the path on the side facing the Tusker House restaurant. So take a look and show everybody around you. It's a great hidden Mickey.
Have your best day ever at Fun Spot America.
Finally time to get a sneak peek of what a lot of people have been waiting for a very long time.
Star Wars Land?
No, that's a little bit extremely early there, buddy.
Oh, Toy Story Land.
No, I'm talking about Mako at SeaWorld and the surrounding shipwreck themed area.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
Here's a look at what's to come.
We're here at SeaWorld Orlando, less than a month away to the opening of Mako, the fantastic roller coaster coming here. We're here at the construction site, got our hard hats on. Let's go see and check it out. So behind me is Finn. He's a statue of a Mako shark that was made completely out of biodegradable plastic found on the beaches of Oregon. There's some really neat stuff in here. I mean, I see toothbrushes, there is, water bottles, and what else? A lighter, it looks like. We have golf balls, spoons, pieces of toys, just so many cool things that make up this statue. So I'm standing underneath the initial 200-foot drop here at Mako. I'm liking what I see here. Right after you drop, you go about 73 miles per hour, making Mako the tallest, longest, and fastest coaster in Orlando. We're right in the middle of the construction site here at Mako, and as you can see, the track is pretty much complete. But what they're working on now is the station and the queue, and that's what we're going to go check out next. So Brian, this is the first time we've gotten to be able to see the inside station here at Mako. Can you talk us through what's going on up here?
Yeah, so this is really the finale scene of the Mako experience, where guests are going to take the point of view of a Mako shark, one of the coolest predators in the ocean. And here they've risen up to the top of the shipwreck. We're looking at about a 40% complete area right now, scenically and show-wise. But when it's done, this will look like the surface of the water. Guests will see up through the shipwreck and the surface and see sharks swimming around. And eventually, they'll see that Mako shark strike its prey, which will synchronize with the ride movement out of the station as they go on the hunt as the Mako.
So the ride itself is us being the Mako on a hunt, is that correct?
That is correct. And Makos are the fastest and some of the coolest sharks in the ocean. And they're also known to breach the water, meaning jump out of the water and dive back down, which feels a whole lot like a zero airtime hill on a hypercoaster.
Can you talk to me about the ride vehicle itself?
Yeah, we spent a fair amount of time designing our ride vehicles, and we're really known for beautiful, clean, simplistic design. The first thing people will notice is it's only 7 cars. We did that purposely to make sure we didn't have any sluggish hills or any sluggish airtime, to make sure that everybody got airtime on the experience. Also, you're going to notice is just the lap bar. So you have a full freedom of upper body on this ride to ride as you please, which really will enhance the airtime experience and the thrill of the attraction.
So everyone loves a dispatch that happens at Manta. Can you talk to me what's going to be happening with the dispatch here at Mako?
So we took that moment and we blew it out of the water, literally. So we've invested in a fair amount of show equipment in our ride station to tell the story and to really continue to hammer home that you are the shark. So things we have in here that are unique and special. We have a large LCD screen over the station, which guests will be able to see sharks swimming around, which will synchronize with the ride movement of the vehicle when it leaves the station. We have a fair amount of show lighting and equipment that will all duck down and move up as the train comes in and out of the station. And then we've got big subwoofers and huge score music. So there's various show sequences that will occur when the train comes in and when the train leaves, which will really entertain the guests and really get their emotions high and their expectations even higher as they board this record-breaking coaster here in Orlando.
Definitely always in trying to include the entertainment with the education as well.
Always. High levels of storytelling. Guests love to be the animal on our attractions at any of our parks. And so to continue telling that story is a very simple one. And as long as we deliver on that, our guests tend to be very, very happy with us.
As you can see, there's been a ton of work done here at Mako. Still a lot more to come. The coaster opens June 10th, and we will definitely be here.
The next time you plan a Disney vacation, book with a travel agency that's been specifically designated as an authorized Disney vacation planner. Unlike some other agencies, many of our agents' exclusive knowledge of Walt Disney World can help you get the most out of your vacation, and the assistance of our travel professionals can help you get a customized Disney vacation that's just right for you, your family, and your budget. Start planning your magical vacation today by visiting mousefantravel.com.
Skip the lines with undercover tourists, crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tours today.
Wow, Banks, I'm so hungry I could eat a whole elephant buffet.
What? You'd actually eat an elephant?
No, I mean like a buffet made for elephants.
Oh, okay, like the one we sent Alyssa to see that elephant sanctuary for the retired Ringling Brothers elephants.
Wait, what? There's really such a thing? Oh, maybe I can feast on it with my eyes.
Okay, that totally wasn't a weird thing to say. Feast away.
We're here at the Ringling Brothers Barnum & Bailey Center for Elephant Conservation. Now, the elephants have recently retired from the circus, and what better place to retire than sunny Florida? So we're here to learn a lot more about them. Let's go. So cool, there's like 20 of them. My favorite is the really big one.
Interviews. I want to
She looks
introduce you
hungry.
guys a couple.
Well, it looks like the elephants took care of most of this, but at least they left me lunch. I'm on a diet. Now, tell us a little bit about your Center for Elephant Conservation.
This place is amazing. No place like it in the world. We celebrated our 20th anniversary last summer, so it's all about the Asian elephant, and they are so highly endangered that this is one of the places in the world that is taking the most positive steps to keep them alive on the planet. And it's the study of the Asian elephant that goes on here, the babies, my gosh, the reproduction, that's a real plus. And just being around these elephants is fantastic.
Now, all these elephants here, what kind of exercise are they getting, since I'm sure they're used to performing?
Well, if you notice when they came in and when they went out, they tail up. They hold the tail in front of them with their trunk, and this is how we walk them around the farm every day. And the elephants that are just coming off the traveling shows were also exercised that way on the traveling shows. So I can tell you it's a lot more strenuous for our handlers than it is for the elephants. But truly the responsibility is ours to keep that exercise regimen really up there.
Wonderful. And about the retiring of elephants, that looked really emotional. How did you feel about all that?
It was very emotional for all of us. I personally love to see elephants in a performing situation. I know the care they get. I know the dedication it takes from the handlers to make that all possible. And I am just, I'm disappointed that the hundreds of thousands of people sitting in those seats are not going to get to see elephants anymore. They're going to see a great show, but we're lucky because we still get to see the elephants.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, but one of the elephants here had to be hand-fed. Her name is Mysore, and she's 70 years old. They have to grind up her grains for her, and it's just one example of the great efforts of conservation they're doing here. Now, what's the link between elephants and cancer research?
Well, we partnered with a brilliant young cancer researcher, Dr. Joshua Schiffman, at the Huntsman Cancer Institute and Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake City. Elephants rarely get cancer, only about 5%. People, it's as high as 50%. Sometime in your life, you might get cancer. So what we're trying to determine is elephants have had 55 million years of evolution to figure out why they don't get cancer. It's all in a vial of blood. We take blood from our elephants on a regular basis to make sure they're healthy. We just take a little bit more and give it to Dr. Schiffman, and he takes it to his lab to hopefully unlock the secret of why elephants don't get cancer and how we can help, particularly kids.
That's fantastic. How did you find out that elephants didn't actually get cancer?
Well, they've known that they had a very low rate for a long time, but Dr. Schiffman's been able to find the exact genetic markers. Elephants have 20 sets of the gene. It's called P53. And what it does is it runs around your body, stopping cancer. Because remember, cancer is just you run amok. So they have 20 sets. You have one. You would think an elephant was 9,000 pounds. Just by chance they would get cancer. They almost never do. So we think if we can figure out how that works in an elephant and be able to bridge to a human, the potential for cancer treatment is amazing.
Now, as you can see, these retired circus elephants have a fantastic home here in Florida. Right now, it's only open to educational groups and scientific research, but if you want to know more, go to ringlingelephantcenter.com.
Sometimes when you're in Orlando, your family and friends may have separate plans, or they may just be too tired to do anything while you're ready and rearing to get out and about in the parks. Don't be scared to go alone. The major theme parks are very safe, and even when you can't see the park security, don't worry, they're not far. And if you are worried about being lonely, just remember you're never alone when you're surrounded by a bajillion tourists. A day alone at a theme park is always more fun than a day laying in a bed near a bunch of fuddy-duddy tired people.
Well, that's debatable. Sleeping can be pretty fun. And now for this week's calendar.
The Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot features performances by Darlene Love tomorrow through Sunday.
Viva la Musica at SeaWorld Orlando features performances by Wyson.
And Sesame Street Safari of Fun Weekend starts this Saturday at Busch Gardens.
Don't forget to subscribe to our calendar at attractionsmagazine.com to stay up to date on these events and more.
And this week's shout out is an extra special announcement. Joaquin, your next birthday will be at Walt Disney World. Joaquin, tu próximo cumpleaños lo vas a pasar en Walt Disney World.
Ooh.
Very exciting.
That's awesome. Congrats. Now, we want to thank MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for cruises, Disney World, Universal, and all your other vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligation, visit meitravel.com.
And much thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
And thanks to Fun Spot America, Central Florida's only family-owned theme park. They provide safe, clean fun in Orlando and Kissimmee. Visit fun-spot.com for tickets and more information. You can visit attractionsmagazine.com for news and videos throughout the week, and find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, and Instagram.
We also want to tell you about a deal we have with Theme Park Connection. If you spend $100 with them, you'll get a free copy of the magazine, and if you spend $250, you'll get a free 1-year subscription to our magazine.
All right, so we have something that I'm going to participate in tonight, Thursday nights, over at the Hard Rock Hotel. It is called the Kitchen Sink Challenge that they have there. It is I forget how big it is, but it is a giant burger, a fried pickle, and a huge old slice of chocolate cake that's got like 7 layers of like every single thing they got there. And I'm going to have 30 minutes to complete this.
Wow.
Man versus food
Man
style.
versus food. Who will win, man or food? We will see.
Thank you to Lowe's and Universal for inviting us out to do that. They'll be on a future episode of the show, and because National Burger Day is coming up, so that's why they're doing this. And I've not been eating a lot this week because I got to prepare myself. I want to do this, although it's going to be difficult because I don't really like pickles. So that's going to be fun to force.
If I could.
No, this is a challenge. I got to push myself and try to complete this challenge. So watch me gag probably on the
You'll
segments.
be fine. We'll see how you do.
Yeah,
we'll be cheering for you.
I don't think I'll make it, but
you never know.
Who knows? Maybe I'll be hungry enough.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, visit your local attractions, try something new, stay safe, but most of all, have
fun.
Secret blooper of the week.
We're here at the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Center for Animal Conservation. Elephant. Big one.
Or they may just be too tired to do anything while you're ready and rearing out.
Rearing.